Man, space is faker than chicken enchiladas. I don't know, man. Space is fake?
What?
Dude, space is fake.
Right.
Space is fake. We got my boy J-Train back. What's up, Playboy? Right?
Yep.
Been absent for a while. Jeff is back. He's a real one right here. JG, I still love him even though he's a fucking dick. You know? But that's my best buddy, dude. You can't choose him. You can't choose him. You can't choose best buds, bro. Right? You can choose your friend. Anyways, I'm getting emotional now. Space is fake.
Why do you say that?
Why do you say that? Why are you saying
Space is fake?
What's fake about it?
More specific, outer space or
No, yeah. I'm talking
This
about
space.
no. I'm talking about
reality?
I'm talking about the universe, right? The galaxies, right? People, scientists, right? Scientists in their Maseratis and shit, saying that there's an Earth 2.0 like in another universe or another galaxy, right? Because there's one universe, right?
Yeah.
There's one universe. There's a whole thing.
It's a multiverse.
There's many galaxies, right? Correct?
That's
Allegedly.
It's a multiverse.
Allegedly, yeah.
It's a multiverse.
Well, okay, but supposedly the facts are that there's one universe, right? The multi-universe is a theory, right? As of now, it can be proven. So it's a fact that there's one universe,
Yeah.
correct, with many galaxies.
Mhm.
I think all that shit is fake.
Our galaxy?
No, not. I mean, yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
That's in space.
Listen,
It's in
listen,
space.
listen. These are like, this is like the top of the airplanes, right? And then you got the atmosphere, right? Anything from the atmosphere out is fake. It's not what they.
So then what's
Dude.
out there?
I'm glad you asked.
What's out there?
Oh man, this is still hot. The planets. I'm not saying the planets aren't fake because I saw that Elon Musk said one time to a flat earther, the flat earther community, he said, how come there is no flat Mars community, right? Because supposedly you can look at Mars and it's round, right? But then I'm like, wait, I mean, if you look at Mars, it's just a bright light. It's just like another star. Have you seen pictures of like actual Mars?
Well, I mean, from here, can't you see Mars? Like,
But okay, yes, with the naked eye.
yeah.
Yeah, but they're just bright. They're just like another star.
Well, you need a telescope.
No. But you can see Mercury and Mars with the naked eye, and it's just like a star. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I think last week, I think it was Mars and Venus. You could see them.
Right, without a telescope, right? And it's just like another little bright star. That's all I'm saying. It's another. They're just stars. They're not they're not physical. Well, whatever the star is, they're not physical planets. How they're telling us that we can go and inhabit them. Because this is. Remember last time you were saying that religion was invented to give people hope, right?
Yeah.
I think that shit was invented to give people hope. That
Humanity hope.
to give humanity hope.
Keep
Yeah,
surviving.
exactly.
There's already
Exactly.
AI in Mars. There's 3 robots.
Oh,
sitting there.
jeez. Don't get me started on that shit, dude. You know how far is Mars?
What was it,
I
like
forgot.
one
We had the discussion,
couple
right?
months? Couple months?
Months?
6 months.
How long did it take the
It's like a
robots
couple
to get
years,
there?
ain't it?
Dude, Mars is 3.4 million miles away. You know how long it would take, like, going?
I thought it was 4 years. Or how long did it take
It's years, dude. It's
was it
years.
4 years? How long did it take the rover to get there?
What, to Mars? It took like 6 months.
No.
Yeah.
6 months?
Like,
No
up
way.
to 6 months during, because you do it through the orbits. That's why when when the Earth and the Mars are kind of
Explain.
closer
Okay,
together,
right. Uh-huh.
and then that's
Wait,
like
when what?
when,
Let
like
this.
Earth and Mars like orbits are more closer to when they're closer to each other.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like
That's
a short
when
trip.
that's the short distance when you.
Well, yeah,
it's
of
the
course.
window of 6
Well, yeah,
months.
that's what I'm talking about.
That's what 6 months.
It's not 6 months, dude.
Fact check
Look,
that.
look, see how far Mars is, please,
I'm
man.
pretty sure he's looking it up right there.
Look it up,
He's
man.
already doing it.
No, I'm pretty sure it's in the millions. It's in the millions of miles, dude.
It is
Well, for sure.
Mile.
But that's miles.
Right.
104 million miles.
104.
How fast did the rocket have to go to get there that fast?
Pretty fucking fast. In 6 months, 104 million. 104 million.
But you also gotta think that in space,
Uh-huh.
it's no gravity, so they're just
100.
So how do they stop?
They're just
How do
going.
they stop?
It takes 150 to 300 days to get to Mars.
it's a year basically.
Basically a year.
Wow, that's not bad. Yeah, that could be 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months. If you do it at the shortest distance, or you extend the longest distance will be almost the year mark.
It's like the
My whole life has been a lie.
what's it called? That
I
first
thought it was
satellite?
years. I thought it took years,
What was that
dude. I
first
swear to God.
satellite called?
What?
Voyager 1.
Yeah.
Like, it's like so far out.
Yeah,
you know, quote unquote.
Voyager 1, it's out of,
Milky Way area? Or?
yeah, I think it's already outside the Milky Way.
How are they being powered?
Propulsion, is it propulsion?
No.
Is it
So
solar
My
power?
an engine, right? You turn on the car.
No,
It's
they
being
have
powered
engine.
with
I can't.
it's a combustion engine, right?
No, I don't think it has
They
that.
don't have it.
So how's it being powered? How's it moving?
It's just
Solar
It's
power?
like a comet. It does
That's
have
solar
panels.
power?
It does have
Solar
solar
panels?
panels.
You can say it's like,
Some stuff like that.
because in space, so there's no gravity.
Uh huh.
So if you just with the air, or with the thrust, you
Right.
know, you push yourself basically, and then you won't stop. So you just continue, and that's how it just keeps going forward.
And then
moving.
Voyager.
And then to
sped up.
stop, they use like air, backwards.
Dude, that's defying the loss of every
And
fucking
then-
physics I've ever
Then
known.
Voyager.
But I mean, I'm a dumb guy,
Yeah,
so I
no,
don't know.
Voyager sped up when it was passing Jupiter. Jupiter's like gravitational
Yeah.
pull
Uh-huh.
slingshotted even like it was passing
Yeah.
and poof,
And
like,
and how do you know this?
That's what's been
NASA.
taught.
Exactly,
Been
dude.
taught.
And it gives you hope, right? It gives you hope. It's like, oh shit, okay, we got robots out there, right? We got robots out there, right? So pretty soon, it's the same shit you were saying about religion, but with their religion, Scientology. You should join Scientologism.
The crazy
Is that
thing
even a
that
word?
it's
Did I say that properly?
sending
Scientologism.
pictures to us.
Yeah,
Dude, you should join that shit.
But I think it's gonna be to the point where it won't.
Scientology.
Scientology.
Yeah, I know they turned off the power on it.
We won't get message because I know it reached the point where it's like inner. I was like inner space. I forgot what they called it. Where it's
Dude,
at the
all
point
of
where,
that, all
like,
of that is fake. All
like-
of that is fake. All of that is fake, dude. It's all fake. It's all fake. It's a lie made up to make you think that there's hope. Oh, we're gonna colonize Mars, right?
Okay, so if that's fake, then religion is fake.
Religion is fake, yeah?
So Jesus Christ is fake.
No, no. Religion is fake. Christ
So-
Jesus is not fake.
Wow.
So you believe at one point he walked this earth?
Christ?
Yeah,
Yes, he did.
he walked this earth and
Yeah, he did. Are we talking about that, dude? I would love to talk about Christ, dude. Yeah,
No.
y'all
I
bringing
just
it
had
up.
a question.
Y'all brought it up.
I just had a question.
Tell me.
That was it?
Oh, okay. No, yeah, absolutely, dude. Because a lot of people are like, "Oh, how can you believe him?" It happened. He died. He resurrected. That's it. There's records. People saw him. People reported it, right?
Yeah. But that's years of people passing down information, basically.
Dude, it's like I'm talking to another him. Listen, man, God's word will never be can never be changed, dude. You know what I mean?
What do people say?
I'm drinking coffee, right? I'm drinking. What's another word for
Oh
coffee?
no! You should do it like in the Matrix when the bad guy talks to Agent Smith. You're pretending that you're drinking coffee. Like, is that really coffee?
Dude, yeah.
then the
Don't
guy
make
goes like-
don't make fun of me, but I've never seen the Matrix movie.
Oh my god!
Come
You
on.
really?
The world is the Matrix.
Dude, our first couple videos, some dude told you that you should watch some videos I was
Right?
naming.
I think I remember, dude.
Yeah, the Matrix.
I'll probably
Because-
download them on Voodoo
The Matrix is on Netflix right now.
Yeah.
for free.
Yeah. Well, if
Get
you have
Netflix.
subscription.
Well, there's 3 of them, right?
All
yeah, I
three of
have
them are
Netflix.
on
Yeah,
Netflix
all
right
three on there.
No
They're
shit.
all on there, yeah.
I'm
watch
off
that
tomorrow.
tonight.
I'll watch them.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's a section where I forgot the bad guy. The one that he's a traitor. He's a Judas.
Morpheus.
No.
I know him.
Agent Smith.
No, the other guy. Because he's like, he starts eating the steak, and he's like, I know this tastes so good, but I know I'm not really
Rex?
eating it.
Rex?
I think so, yeah. He's like, I'm not really eating it.
Rex? Right.
I'm programmed to think that I'm eating steak.
So what is the Matrix? That they're fake? It's a computer
It's a
simulation?
big computer system.
Did you see that video I sent you?
Which one?
Please tell me. The one, not the evolution one, the one about the scientists. Dude, these were scientists. Neil deGrasse Tyson was there. This fucking guy with the fro and the glasses. And these are smart motherfuckers, dude. Jeff, listen to the shit. This scientist and astrophysicist. Physicist? Did I say that right?
Not the Chinese
A
guy?
fucking dude. I think it was him.
There's an Asian guy.
Yeah.
String theory.
This is what he said. He said that they were looking up into the fabrics of space and they found, dude, I'm saying what he said. I'm saying what he said, right? He said that they were looking into, like, with a Hubble, I don't know what the fuck they use, and they found in the fabrics of space, Jalen.
Okay.
I'm trying to fucking build this shit up, dude, because it's
I'm
ridiculous,
already
man.
built up. I'm ready for it. Let's go.
Zeros and ones, binary code. I fuck you not, dude, on video. And I'm like, well, hold on, listen, there's more. And then his theory was like, oh, we're living in a simulation world. Because in the fabrics of space, which is non-existent, right? It's non-existent, according to me. There was zeros and ones, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. You know, in binary code. So he came up with that conclusion that we're all just living in a simulation. That there's a creator, but it's not Christ. My creator is Christ, right? His creator is some other shit. He said there's an intelligent being that computer coded into the fabrics of space and created us. Dude, I sent him the link. It's just a short video. It's like 5 minutes. I'll send it to you.
Where I think the same thing. There was a code that's engraved in the Bible stories or something like that.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
I had to figure that out because I remember it was like one of the like alien how aliens are in the Bible. And there's a little code in there.
Like
same
what?
Thing, with the 001.
Oh, a binary code in the Bible?
Mm-hmm.
I have never heard about that.
It was like ancient, aliens, stories about, I guess you would say aliens, you say angels.
Demons.
Or
Demons.
Demons or angels? You don't know.
I mean...
So then are angels?
They're fallen angels. Different, they're bad. They're bad.
Man, that's crazy. So then we don't get the chance to see them. We just see all the fallen ones.
The real angels?
Yeah. Like they're not,
I don't know, man.
They can't come down. But the ones that are falling obviously are here.
Right, they're here. Yeah, because they fell. That's why it's so hard for people. Like, you know what I was saying. And look, I'm gonna get into it, man. Believing is that easy, dude. Like believing in Christ, like the salvation is easy. People think that you gotta go to church for 12 years, that you gotta go to your first communion, that you gotta go and no, you don't gotta do none of that shit. Get back. All you gotta do is believe. All you gotta do is that's it. That's it. Once you believe, you cannot lose your salvation. That is simple, right? I can kill all of y'all right now and then kill myself. I'm not gonna do that, but I'm just trying to exaggerate the example. And I'm still gonna go to heaven because Christ is in me. Now, me as a Christian, I'm not gonna do that because I know better, right? Correct? So that's why it's so hard for people to not believe because they're here, dude. Because they're here.
And they're so limited to fucking knowledge. It's
Right.
just like,
Yeah.
it's hard to believe too.
It's hard because they're here and they're manipulating shit in this world, and then God wants you. I mean, it's like if you have a girlfriend or your wife, you're married, right? Like you want your wife to like you, right? You don't want to force her to like you. That's what God wants. He wants you to like Him because it comes naturally, not to be forced. Just like with anything,
Yeah.
it's that easy, man. But dang, dude, now we're talking about, we got into some other shit. That was powerful, bro. That was pretty powerful. Listen.
Alright.
I haven't seen the Matrix. That's still crazy.
I have a question. I have a question for y'all.
That's been out forever.
Do you know the layers of the atmosphere?
Not really, but I know there's like.
But you understand the concept of it, right?
Yeah.
So, airplanes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fly.
Let me look it up.
What
Sorry.
the fuck, dude? Who was that? You saw it? Listen, nah, I was just joking. There's layers of the atmosphere, right? This is according to scientists. There's layers of the atmosphere, and then the very top layer, from there on, is space, correct?
The
Five
exosphere.
layers.
Five layers,
What
right?
are they
Okay,
called?
and then after that is space, correct? The vacuum of
Well,
space?
I guess space would be 6, I guess.
But it's a vacuum, right? It's a vacuum. Like there's nothing there. What's protecting our air? What we to not fly
The
off into
layers.
space?
Gravity? Well,
Gravity, the layers of our.
The,
Air is holding down. Is being held down by gravity.
Well, it's changing
Come on,
as well
dude.
too.
Well,
So it's just like.
gravity-
thermosphere, is it? I think.
certain,
Part of it.
what's that? The electrons, the negative charge.
Okay,
is stuck in-
Okay, I guess
It's
let me rephrase.
gases,
Let me
not
rephrase the
air.
question. It's the same shit, dude. Gas is in air, right?
Like
Let me
chemicals.
rephrase the question. Is the atmosphere a physical barrier?
Zuckerberg, no,
It's not, right?
you can escape.
So how the fuck, dude? How the fuck is it being held down next to a vacuum? This is physics, dude. Right? There's air, right? Vacuum. The two cannot coexist if there's a barrier blocking it. Because if you take out that barrier,
Water and oil.
dude, it's gonna. But that's a physical thing.
Yeah, but they don't mix.
But
either.
there is no water. I mean, that's air. It's just air.
Yeah.
Air cannot be contained without a barrier, right? Correct? A physical barrier? Dude, is that easy, Jeff?
I'm saying it could be like trying to think of the.
I know you're trying to
the
think
science.
because
They're saying that
because
it was like the negative charge, like the dark matter is there. That's the other one. So it's like it's
What?
blocking it.
is this for like or
What, dark matter? I don't know. I haven't been out there. Like I haven't been to outer space. It'd be cool to go.
right? But I mean, but it doesn't take a rocket science. Is what I'm saying. Like it's just if you really start thinking about it, like it starts making sense. Okay, there is no physical barrier between the vacuum of space and our atmosphere, as far as we know, right? There isn't. So how the fuck is our atmosphere staying intact to the Earth?
It's just the chemicals reactions.
But keep in mind that the Earth is spinning, right, at 1,000 miles per hour, right? It's traveling around the Earth. I mean, the sun at what was it, like 90,000 allegedly. I don't know. I don't think
It's
so.
the center.
It
Watch.
revolves around us.
Watch out, hey, right?
Spinning.
And then the sun is traveling at was it 1,000,000 miles, something like that? So there's all this fucking movement going around, dude.
Yeah.
And our atmosphere doesn't fucking go flying into the vacuum of space without any fucking physical barrier. Like, come on, dude. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to decipher, man. It's not that hard. The thing is that people never really like thought about it. People like even me, dude. Like they teach you in school. Oh, the troposphere, the ionosphere, right? The stratosphere, and then you learn it. They give you a pop quiz, right? Oh, here you got 100 on it. Yay, you got 100, and then you move on with your life thinking that, and you never think about it. You're like, oh, okay, that's you never think about it.
It's basically just like NASA teaching us.
Uh-huh.
That's why we
And you know,
take tests and
you know
shit.
who ran NASA, dude? You know better. You know who? The fucking Nazis, dude.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, Werner von Braun, bro. Werner von Braun was the CEO director for the space missions. You know this, man. I talk about this at work all the time.
Yeah.
Werner von Braun, did you know that shit? A fucking Nazi, dude. Nazi general. Yes, sir. And not just him. It was hundreds of Nazis that came to the U.S. and then Russia got some more.
So how did it start then?
What?
How they get involved?
Oh, because they were scientists. They were smart.
Oh, they're
So
just scientists.
they were scientists, Nazi generals. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, for you to be a scientist of a fucking regime, like let's do it. Like, what do you have to do? I mean, yeah, I get it. You're smart, but how did you get the general rank? Like, if you're a scientist for the U.S., like
just
we have
like
scientists. Are they part of the
credentials.
military? You know,
Yeah.
are they?
Some, yeah.
So, but they do have to go into the front line too, right?
No.
To raise the ranks.
No.
Well, I mean, not into war, but like they do have to like have the same rules, like the haircut, the chain of command. They got to learn all of that, right? I'm guessing. I mean, it's not just you're smart. You're gonna
Well,
pass all of that.
Yeah, some probably are because you take the test and the test, you're better off this
Working,
field.
yeah.
And all right, you do your boot camp, yada yada, and after your training, then you go into what your profession's gonna be. So
But
you learn
keep
more
in
about
mind-
that, and then from there, all right, you're a scientist, like you're studying scientist. Okay, you did a good job. We're gonna promote you to this rank now. Okay,
But keep in mind, it's a world war, though. There's a world war going on. So I mean, you have to go into some kind of front line eventually. You're not just gonna be in a lab, you know, for 4. How long was it? World War II? 4 years? 5? Like, come on, man. You know, like you had to. That fucking Warner von Braun had to fucking kill some Jews, dude.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I highly doubt that he just fucking, you know, smooth ride 4 years of war, a world war, dude, not a war, a world war. Like, come on, dude, he had to do some fucking nasty shit.
No.
But you don't know that. Well, but I mean, like, I guess he gets to a point where he doesn't know more.
The person himself too, he doesn't want to do any of that stuff, so he doesn't have to do it, right?
Nobody can persuade me like to kill anybody, much less like a race.
That's what that scientist is probably saying too.
No, well, you're right. Some people are weak like that. I'd rather do that. They'll have to shoot me. You have to kill me. I'll die righteously any day.
Yeah.
I'll die righteously any day, bro.
And that's what some did if they don't want to do the job. So
Right.
we'll find someone else to do it. And
Oh, fuck it. Better than someone else than me, dude.
yeah.
I don't want to die and be in the presence of, you know.
Yeah, but can you say that 10 years ago though?
I could say that any fucking year, dude.
No.
Yes. You know me, man. You know me better than anybody here. You really think I have the heart to kill a bunch of people because the government's telling me? You really believe that? No. Be real. Like, you know who I am. You know who I was 10 years ago. Like, you really think I could do that shit?
20 years ago. More than 1 year.
20. I was 10 years old.
8 to 10, 20.
But what about if?
No, I would never do that.
What about if you heard a voice that told you to take the promised land back and needed you to kill or destroy a city?
Like Israel?
Yeah, like Jerusalem.
Then that voice will be a demon because God's word doesn't say anything about that.
Well, like I'm taking you like what was it? I forgot the guy's name. It was like you said, like he told him, hey, we could get rid of all the infidels and all the sinners.
Oh yeah, the
Slaughter
Quran.
them all.
The Quran says that.
No, that's the regular Bible.
Oh, that was in the Old Testament.
Yeah, the Old Testament.
Yes, and I mean, and those times, dude, like God presented himself, like you knew it was God.
But like if that came to you, you would like you would do it.
In the Old Testament,
Yeah.
of course, because God is telling me to do it. Now in the New Testament, no, that's called craziness.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's just a voice telling you to do something that's not real.
But then like
So then,
could
Go ahead, come
God
on.
go back to his old tricks?
No,
He couldn't go.
his old tricks.
Well, I'm saying
Don't-
like, cause like,
come
you,
on, don't
I'm saying,
offend it
I'm not
like
saying
that,
tricks,
man.
but I'm saying like old habits. Like,
No.
you know, like this is I'm testing them this way, and like, you know what? I changed my mind, and then later. But I'm saying he could say, you know, I'm tired of this country,
Uh-huh.
and then he rallies a whole bunch of people and tells them, right, take it out from me. There are a whole bunch of sinners.
No.
He wouldn't. Well, I'm saying he wouldn't do that now, but could he do that if he wanted to?
Well,
He or she
of course.
if wanted to.
Of course he could. He could do anything he wants. He could destroy his own self. Listen, this is gonna fuck with your mind right now. God can destroy his own self and then make him appear again, just like that, because he can. But I mean, you know, I don't think he'll do that. Like for what?
And then like say like say space is fake, right? Or
Uh-huh.
it's I forgot. I saw this video where he made the illusion of like us in the present where we're like we're just technically just a videotape, and God is chilling, pressing play, and just watching it unfold.
What do you mean?
Like
I don't
watching
get
us on the TV.
Like watching us on the TV,
controlling us.
because he already knows what's gonna happen,
Uh-huh.
and so it's just like a tape. Oh, I already watched it. Let me put that one in. And just watching that,
Oh,
like,
okay. I
live
see what you
replay.
mean. I mean, yeah, dude. Like, I can't,
You see
I
that?
can't explain. You know, what God, like, dude, that's God, bro.
Well, yeah,
you know,
that's how.
I can only like maybe explain what I think. But dude, these are things that I also question myself, dude. It's like let's say, you know, just for the sake of the argument, I don't want to put anything on it. Well, fuck it. Let's just say that I will never accept Christ, right? And God already knows that. Okay, Alex, he's never gonna accept me. He's gonna die not believing in me. And he's gonna go to hell, obviously, right?
He knows that.
Wait, if he knows that, why would he keep on like putting me to the test? If he already like, it's like, fuck it, dude, just let me live my carnal life, you know?
Because he's bored.
I don't know.
You know, like
I don't know. This is questions that I asked my boy Kendall, man. He knows a lot. You know, I think my boy Kendall is more spiritual than fucking that Copeland guy, right? And it's like, damn. I mean, yeah, dude. I don't. You know, it's just we can't answer we don't have the answers for everything. You know. You know, and like nobody does. Even scientists, like they don't have the answer for anything. Like everything in science is theories, dude. The theory of evolution, the theory of relativity. That there's still theories today. You know what I mean? That's a theory. You know what I mean? So you believe in that, the multi-universe?
Yeah, because the reason I would think that it exists because like there's our universe, and then there could be, you know, a powerful being universe, and then another universe with an advanced aliens that we don't cross paths, and then also like multi-dimensions. There's like the God dimension that we can't even
like Goku.
perceive.
Like Goku.
Could be.
You
Yeah.
watch too much Dragon Ball Z, dude.
No, I'm saying like
Become
it could, like when I saw Interstellar, that movie was crazy. Like,
Oh,
going
wow.
through different dimensions.
So you do believe in multi-universes?
multi-universe and multi-dimensions.
You do believe in that?
Watch that one again.
I would believe that.
You would?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there could be a God dimension that where, you know, that being is just chilling. Like I don't like that dimension, making you look, because he can create and destroy whatever.
Man,
Okay,
so
they're
It can be Thanos and destroy us. Like,
when he says something like that,
Uh-huh.
it reminds me of that fucking show I'm always watching, Supernatural.
uh-huh.
There's an episode where
I didn't mean to watch that show.
in the show, God is just like, he goes to a TV store and then he just pulls up all different worlds, and he doesn't like that one, so he starts destroying that one. He only keeps the one where the two brothers, Sam and Dean, are living.
Oh, okay.
So he only keeps that world, and then he destroys all these other worlds just because he doesn't like them, and
They're too
not
boring.
following plans or something like that. You know, just
Do you believe in
Yes.
multi-universes?
That's the Matrix. Matrix been destroyed 6 times.
Yep, I got that part. That's.
Don't say nothing. I'm gonna watch all 3 of them tomorrow
You see
for
Men in
sure.
Black?
I'm gonna start watching the first one today.
You see Men in Black?
Of course, I see Man in Black.
Oh, I think I know which
That's
one it
real,
was.
dude. That's real.
Yeah,
You know that,
what was
right?
that, like could be real.
No, it's real. The fucking reptilians, dude. Hey, they throw these breadcrumbs, dude, in movies, man. I'm telling you, like that's real. The Matrix. I mean, obviously, because we're in a physical body, right? We have a spirit. You have a spiritual being inside yourself, right? We're made of 3 parts. Anyways, we're going into some other
That's
shit.
3 dimensions.
We're made out of 3 parts, man. You know, like it's our flesh, our spirit, and our what was
That's what
it?
you're-
Our mind.
That's what you're programmed to think.
No, that's what it is. It's our mind, our spirit,
You're
and our
programmed
flesh.
to think that.
By who?
By the creator.
By the creator,
And
the
who's
engineer,
the
the architect,
The architect.
Who's the architect?
the
That's-
machines.
that'd be
Christ
crazy.
Jesus, dude.
It's
That's
like-
what
it's like
that's what
saying-
the fuck it is.
What if you're a robot, but but you think you're human?
Oh my god, dude.
Spoiler alert.
Are you for real?
Spoiler
So-
alert. You haven't seen The Matrix.
No, to
You
Terminator
watched The Matrix.
Salvation. The dude thinks he's human, but he's actually a robot. he's like a cyborg.
I mean, come on, man.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler
You
alert.
never know. It's a thing.
No, I do know. Like, I mean, you can cut my arm off right now.
Right.
It's gonna be fucking.
Now if you cut it off, and then if you see metal, like, oh shit, then your program kicks in. You're
Here we go
like,
again, fantasy land, dude. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Which one? What movie was that one? When the robot finds out, it finds out that they are a robot. Is that AI with the little boy who finds out he's a robot?
no, I don't think he ever finds out.
Oh shit!
Matrix? Is it a Matrix?
No, Matrix is separate.
It's another thing.
No, this Terminator Salvation is the dude
Which one?
finds out later that it's the machine from not really.
Is that with Christian Bale? That one? Is that
Yeah.
Salvation? Oh, I kind of remember that one.
Do you
Nah.
believe in multi-universes, bro?
Hmm?
Do you believe in multi-universes?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to believe in.
Right.
Yeah.
So then you believe in the
But-
Mandela effect then?
Oh no, you said that was just people not misremembering everything.
Yeah, of course, dude. Because it's examples that are very
Well,
easy to
yes.
get confused.
Like one thing that science still can't explain is why do humans have dreams? Are we just going zoom back into the matrix, or are we teleporting to a different dimension?
Why do humans have dreams?
Yeah.
I mean, I told you, I didn't tell you about the dream of my grandma, right? Visiting me one time.
You went into a different dimension. Have you seen?
Yeah.
What's that movie?
I missed her funeral, man, and she was asking for me, and
Yeah,
I felt really bad, dude.
Were you teleported?
Yeah, I was in a different place, dude. I was in a different place, man. But you know, it's weird because like my grandma was like she forgave me, you know. Like I saw her, like God allowed me to see her, and I was like, man, grandma, like I'm sorry, you know. And I started crying in the dream, dude. And then she hugged me, bro. Listen. She hugged me, bro. And she was like, it's okay, mijo. Like, it's all good, man. I woke up crying, dude. I woke up crying, bro. Like a little fucking girl, dude. That's just been dumped by her boyfriend on prom night.
Oh Lord, so you saw them.
Before her quinceañera.
Yeah. Damn.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's some, maybe not like that, but I
But
think
it felt
I
real?
think it was real. It was real. Because dude, come on, dude. You remember the story of Moses when Moses sees God and like his face glows for like fucking days? Dude, for you to dream something and then wake up crying and like man, that shit was real, dude.
The only time I've woken up something like that was like if I was actually in my dream I was falling. That's the only time I've ever woken
Fuck
up.
yeah, I hate that, dude.
Bro.
Like,
And like it was a legit
Yeah.
like falling from a building type shit.
Hey,
And I was
dude.
just like woke up quick.
fuck yeah. Do you ever have dreams where like you know you're dreaming so you can do a lot of you can fly? One time, dude, I was like,
I
oh
can't
dude,
do
I'm
that.
in
I
a
don't know.
dream, and then I
that's
started
just a different
flying.
dimension where you are able to do
It's
this.
like if you know you're in a dream, but in another dream. You're in a dream within the dream.
Yeah, Inception.
Yeah.
I saw that one with Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, that movie fucked me up, dude.
Right?
Yeah,
that
it's
movie
like a
fucked
different
me up, dude.
dimension. kind of thing.
I've had that. I've had a
Dream.
multi dream thing.
Yeah,
where
me too. But I mean,
I thought I was never gonna wake up because each dream was a nightmare, and that fucked me up.
Oh.
Literally.
oh,
And it felt so
shit,
realistic
dude.
because every time I woke up, I'm in my room, in my bed, and I know it's the dream, and then I wake up, same shit again.
Yeah.
Wake up again.
Oh, I've had those dreams before.
Multi,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, like, oh shit, to
So
finally
you
I'm
were
all
stuck
like,
in the loop. You need
Yeah.
to refresh and clear
Yeah.
your cookies.
yeah, my mind was like,
Hey, man.
I was
Hey,
in
man.
connection. They're like, oh, they're testing me, like, oh, he's in a loop. What
Fix a loop. Fix them.
Damn,
Makes
dude,
sense.
I never
Makes
thought about it like that. Because
Right.
I've
When
had
you
dreams like
said-
that, dude. I had dreams like that, dude.
I've had this fucking weird dream to where I was like somewhere. I was like over watching like a city. I was at a party, I guess.
Hell yeah.
And something fucking like hits the city, blows up, shit type shit.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm like in an arena type looking place. It looked post-apocalyptic type shit, and like I'm like somewhere in this fucking like
The future.
That's your memories of
Past
another
life.
dimension that you
Another
exist in.
life.
I saw Future live.
That's like when people say, "Oh, you have an old soul." That
Oh
term.
yeah, right.
Uh-huh.
People say, "Oh, you have an old soul," even though like you're 20, but you're acting like you're 100.
Where's my dog? She's on the corner? Damn, dude. Yeah, dude.
Anyways, space.
Space is fake, man.
That's not.
Space is fake, dude.
Your doggy at one point was a human, and now they're in the doggy dimension.
I saw that in a Family Guy, right? Talking about Family Guy with the dogs walk to humans and shit.
Oh, the reverse,
yeah.
yeah.
Dimensions. There you go.
Wait, well, y'all didn't even explain the atmosphere thing, though.
Well, I mean, I have it right here.
Gravity.
Okay,
What's-
pull it out.
what's the
Bust it out.
official-
What?
Bust it out. Bust it
What?
out. I'm gonna get some
Official
coffee.
what?
Bust it out.
What holds? What?
I was thinking gravity.
Why
Gravity doesn't the and air go electrons.
off into space?
It does. It does.
But like, look at all
It
this
does
shit.
think it's sucked out.
It does, but it's so little where we don't really care because we have enough.
Oh, come on.
That's what they say. But eventually, because you could say
Come on. Come here, mama.
global
Hey,
warming,
Come here.
you know, that you know how we're like opening up our like our atmosphere,
Uh huh.
where it will get probably eventually at the point where like enough rays get in and like it's something like that.
Okay.
But there's like air, oxygen, nitrogen, like coming in, from the sun, little particles. Some stay, and at the same time, like some of like our air, whatever, escapes into the space, into the vacuum space.
Uh-huh.
But it's where it's at the portion where like it's not a big deal to us at the moment. But you can say later on, and at the same time, it's because of gravity.
So you're saying that gravity is strong enough to pull air, right?
Atoms, yes.
To keep it.
Okay.
Official.
Okay, but then I can jump. I can jump. Planes can go up. I can throw a ball up in the air.
Yeah, because
With not enough. But it can withstand the atmosphere, which is what? What's the toppest layer of the atmosphere? 100 and maybe 200,000 feet. Come on, dude. Think about it, man. Think about what you just read, and tell me if that makes sense to you. It make no fucking sense.
We're getting there. We gotta get to
Go ahead, man. That's why I brought 3 of y'all, so it could be an equal match. Nah, I'm playing.
Okay, look, but you also gotta see this shit right
All right,
here,
let me
too.
see.
Look.
Show the camera.
Right. Bam! Look at that.
What is it?
Show this
I didn't even get to see it.
Show the other camera.
Is it like the nitrogen, right?
Yeah, it just tells you fucking like what's in our air and shit.
Okay, well, it makes no difference what's in the air.
What
But
keeps
see, that's the
oxygen
thing.
in the atmosphere? The answer is gravity, the same force that keeps us anchored to Earth in the vicinity of our heavier Earth, like where gravity is stronger.
Okay, listen to what you're
than
saying.
Mars. Not all particles
Listen.
are equally likely to escape.
Listen.
Light ones like hydrogen and helium typically move faster than heavier ones
Hey,
like
come here,
oxygen
come
and
here,
nitrogen.
mamas.
And then that's it. And then there's no.
Okay, did you just listen to what you just said?
You kind of said what I was
He
saying.
said-
Gravity and.
He said gravity. He said gravity, right?
Yeah.
What is the toppest layer of the atmosphere?
Yeah.
Like in feet? I'm guessing it's 200,000, probably.
Well, like, how much you have to travel to exit?
400 kilometers, whatever.
400 kilometers, and how much is that in feet?
Let me see.
It's 200. I think we might get a calculator
To
out.
miles?
200 miles? How many miles?
248.
1,000.
Yeah.
248,000
Miles?
feet.
And then there's like 500 feet in a mile, so you change that to feet. Then you can change it to feet.
Oh, okay, so that wasn't the feet.
Into feet. I mean, it's in feet. No, I think it's 5,000 feet is in 1 mile. Something like that. The converter.
I mean, it doesn't make any difference because the Red Bull guy, right? That was 128,000 feet. The Red
The
Bull.
one
guy.
that
The Red Bull.
when he got on the hot air balloon or something.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yes,
was
sir.
cool. He just
Yeah,
went-
damn, there's some good coffee. You want some coffee, dude?
What are you drinking? You drinking it black?
Fuck yeah, dude. I like my coffee how I like my women. Black with a little bit of sugar. I mean, I have milk too if you want creamer.
So free.
Is that $1 million?
Damn. That's
How many feet? How many
It
feet?
was like
You have to research it?
131
131.
million feet.
It's $1 million.
No, dude, that's not that.
To what? To like
Feet.
To the toppest layer of the atmosphere,
the exosphere or something like that?
a stratosphere. Let's just assume that
It's
it's
an
because the Red Bull guy jumped at 128,000
The
feet.
stratosphere is the second layer.
Okay, these are where the satellites go, right?
The
So that's already space. What is that? What is that?
It's like in the
Thermal
water.
Okay, dude.
They're
look at
within the
this shit.
gravitational pull.
Look
of
at
Earth.
this shit, dude. This is Earth, right? These are all the layers, right? And this is space or up here.
Up after that, yeah, it's like
Okay, up after this is space.
you can say, yeah.
The vacuum of space. What is between that space, the vacuum of space, and this exosphere? And what is blocking it
It's
for
not
all these
actual
for all
vacuum.
these layers of the atmosphere? There's gas, there's nitrogen, right? You showed me earlier, right?
Yeah.
There's nitrogen, there's oxygen,
Carbon
there's
dioxide,
carbon
there's
dioxide,
water.
there's water, all that shit you just named.
Yeah.
What
It's
God,
just gravity.
dude, the Earth is rotating, right? Listen, is rotating at 1,000 miles per hour. The Earth is also going around the fucking sun, dude. At what? 100,000? And then the sun, what the fuck is it stopping it from the gases, everything to escape into the vacuum of space? What is it? Y'all can't answer that shit.
It's just gravity.
The chemical.
Gravity?
That's yeah.
Really? Okay, so you're telling me gravity has an effect, right, on gases that are 128,000 feet up in the air.
But you're
Yeah, 'cause-
saying
'cause that-
But I can go outside right now and kick a ball, and it's gonna be fine. Dude, the gravity down here should be like fucking intense compared to. It's holding gases, bro.
well, you gotta.
It's holding
the
gases.
fact of
Come
how
on,
long, How long the
dude.
Earth's been here, and like how long it's had to build those layers.
What is it?
And
What does that? What
And
does that
then
have to do
Earth
with
has
anything?
Gravity, and then they have
Then
then
it-
they have a magnetic field too.
And then we're come along and we're fine.
We evolved to.
So-
I don't get what you're
battle
trying
the
to say.
gravity of Earth.
See, you're doing
real.
another Goku shit. You remember when he goes into
Hey,
what is it?
we
Y'all
must-
can't answer
We
that shit.
withstand to hold ourselves in our gravity. It's like if we go to the moon with the moon's gravity, it's a lot less. You can jump higher in the moon or in Mars because Mars gravity is a lot less than the Earth. If you're in Mars, you can jump higher than here on Earth.
No, man, it's not that.
And then
This
the
shit-
Earth
no,
has
that's
a-
not it.
also has a
That's not
magnetic
it.
field.
And
That's
that's
not it.
And it's like they say.
You
like
want to
it's-
know the answer? It's fake.
Space is fake.
Space is fake.
But this whole time we've had scientists
Mm-hmm.
devoting their lives to finding out.
So how do you
This
explain the?
information.
Is that what you think?
So Mars is fake too.
That's what. That's what
Yeah. It's
And
not.
the
It's not
sun
a.
is fake.
Huh?
not
And the sun is fake.
No. Well, okay.
So
Listen.
then the Earth's fake.
No, the Earth is not fake. The Mars is not. Mars is not a planet. Mars is or maybe it is, right?
star.
But it's a star.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's made of light, maybe. Whatever a star is made of, I don't know.
There's-
It's a planet.
It's a planet.
I don't know.
Rock. There's ground there. There's three
See, that's what
robots
that's
moving
where we
there.
disagree, sir. I disagree with you, sir. Kindly, you know.
That, you don't think they're there?
I don't think they're physical dirt. I don't think there's a planet, quote unquote. I'm sorry. I think it's just like, if you look at Mars right now in the sky, it's gonna look like another fucking star. Facts, right?
It'll be
Facts.
brighter 'cause
Those
that's
are facts.
closer.
That's with our eyes, though.
Right. But those are facts.
Mhm.
If you look at Mercury or fucking Mars, dude, with a naked eye, it's gonna look just like another star. That's a fact. Now, I mean, it's not that hard, dude. It's not that hard to decipher.
I'm trying to remember when was it? When was it when the moon turns red? Is that
Oh, the blood moon,
yeah,
right?
Is that when Mars gets close enough?
No, that has
That's
nothing to
it.
do with Mars. That's all because of how the shadow hit how
sun.
the sun hits the Earth or some shit like that.
Shadow. I was like, man, I'm trying to remember.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think you can see Jupiter.
They're still trying to figure it out. You're not gonna figure it out, dude. Nothing. There's no barrier there. If you inflate a balloon, right?
Of course not.
You inflate a balloon with helium. Check this out, right? You inflate a balloon with helium. The helium is inside the balloon, right? And then you got the rubber protecting it from the oxygen outside. I get that, right? You're protecting with a physical rubber, right? Protecting it. But what you're saying, right? Now you're getting it. What you're saying is that you take that rubber out and the helium stays intact because of the force of gravity.
Yes.
Come the fuck on, dude. Really?
Gravity,
That makes
and then
sense
you
to
gotta
you?
Take all the other fucking atmospheres in effect to.
It doesn't matter though
not
because
mix, basically.
it doesn't matter because all the atmospheres they're all gases. None of them is a physical barrier like a balloon. A balloon has a physical fucking rubber on it holding it together. But what you're saying is that there's no barrier and the gravity dude, it just doesn't make any sense, dude. It doesn't make any sense. Now you get what I'm trying to say, right?
Well, like I said, we're not able to test, like, because the balloon, like, in your example with the balloon, like, that balloon won't stay, like, because of the helium, so, like, just the gas and the level, it flows up all the way, and right now, like, if we did that experiment, we'll see the balloon go all the way up, and then eventually, the balloon doesn't have the power to, because it gets really cold once you get outside, per what you see, because the balloon's gonna build ice, then it pops, and then the helium gas evaporates.
No, I don't think you're understanding me. The helium inside the balloon represents the atmosphere of our Earth. Correct?
In your example.
In my example, if you blow up a balloon with helium, the helium inside the balloon represents the atmospheres of Earth. Correct? Outside the balloon represents the vacuum of space in this example. Now, in that example, I believe it because the rubber of the balloon is a physical barrier between the atmosphere of Earth and the vacuum of space. So that's why it stayed intact. As soon as you pop that balloon, the helium is going to mix with the air.
What
right?
What if you get
that's what I'm trying to say.
If you get a balloon and fill it up with water, and then it gets cold enough, it becomes ice. You pop the balloon, and the ice just stays there. It doesn't dissolve.
But that's not what our atmosphere is. Our atmosphere is not ice.
It's really, really cold up there. So like it's like the way atoms work. Like if it's really cold, they stay where the heat's at.
Okay, but then how come the space stations went through to the moon?
Because they're going
so they broke through it.
They broke
Dude,
through the
wouldn't do it.
gravitational barrier. Not an actual. There's not a physical barrier. Well,
Exactly, there isn't.
There's no barrier out there.
There isn't.
You just got to fight the.
So how is the atmosphere staying intact if there's no physical barriers? What I'm saying. It's very simple, dude. It's very simple.
Because of the gravity.
It's very simple.
Because the gravity pulls it in. Like you have to go, like gases. They're not moving super fast to where they can escape.
But it's still gas though. It's still the heavier gas is still outside. There's no physical barrier between that gas and the vacuum of space. Like I get that in our that's where our layers of atmospheres form, right? Yeah. Correct. But then you're still missing the fact that the vacuum of space.
Okay, you're saying vacuum of space as if it's actually sucking something out.
That's what it is.
I mean, it's no.
You never seen movies. You never seen movies when they open the door. What the fuck, bro?
The gravity's in the ship.
The ship doesn't have gravity.
Well, I don't
No,
think
like
it-
inside the ship.
On the example of the movie, I don't think it's
'Cause
like
you're able to
sucking it
breathe,
out.
right?
Oh, okay. So you're talking about the air.
So the vacuum of space is
I
gonna
don't know.
suck out.
I don't know. I don't
the
think nobody.
gravity
I don't
that-
think anybody knows. I don't think anybody
But
knows.
that's what
I see what
you
you're saying.
What I'm trying to
Yes,
get
but I mean, yeah, nah, that's not
Yeah,
correct.
right there.
That's not correct.
at. But I
They-
kind of see where they're trying to get with this.
I see that too, but then in the end, the heavier gases on the outside, what's protecting that from the vacuum of space?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, it's simple. It's simple. All you gotta do is think about it, and research. That's it. It doesn't make sense. It is impossible to have vacuum and air together and have it separately. It's impossible. It goes against It goes against science. It goes against physics, my guy. You feel me? It's impossible without having a barrier, physical barrier between them, to have them separated. That's all I'm saying, dude. That's all I'm saying. Therefore, space is fake.
Okay, I see what you're getting at.
See now I can tell that he's starting to like think about it. Like he's starting to like, wait a minute. Yeah. Like God forbid, right?
I'm trying to just take your point of view.
No,
and-
but you're starting to think about like, hey, dude, wait, yeah, I guess, because when I first said it, y'all were like, y'all didn't get it, right? It's like, if, God forbid, right? Let's say if I'm married, right, and my wife comes, right, and then like, I'm like, hey, where you been? You know, shit, she had to. I just got from work, right, but it took her an hour. You know, what the fuck, you know, and then you're like, okay, that's kind of weird. And then you see like, I don't know, you see like some guy's socks in there. Not your socks, right? And then you're gonna start thinking like, wait a minute, dude, this doesn't make any sense. And then you start researching and you're like, hey, it doesn't take an hour to get home. Like, where the fuck were you? You know what I mean? And then dude, this is what I'm trying to do.
It could take an hour in traffic, man.
Then let's just say there's no traffic. Let's just say there's no traffic.
There was an accident.
Huh?
How far is it?
Let's just say she works 20 minutes from home and she takes an hour. And she didn't tell you nothing. Like, I just came from work.
She was probably chit-chatting with her friend after work. People do that.
That's what she said, and then you found some socks in her car that are yours.
Probably her fucking...
An underwear.
her
Fuck it.
dad's or not dad's, but,
Nah, it's some
Right.
fucking Calvin Klein. You know, her dad wears tighty whities.
you know?
What else?
Alright, likes to wear
You're gonna be suspicious, right? I mean, that's all I'm saying, dude. That's all I'm saying. That shit don't make no sense. Makes no sense, dude. If you really start thinking about it and you start researching, doesn't make no sense.
This is gravity, our polar
Magnetic field.
magnetic field and all that is what's keeping us, you know. And then you could say as well, like,
But a magnetic field is not a physical barrier.
because in your mind you're looking.
The magnetic field
Something.
could be a physical barrier.
Oh, look,
No, but it's not.
Oh,
the actual
You found-
actual answer
Read it.
is that the vacuum of space does not exert any force on the atmosphere at all. It does not suck the air. We associate the word suck with vacuums, but it's
just the air.
yeah.
It's empty space.
You're forgetting the fact that the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour.
Yeah,
And then
like
it's
how he
rotating.
said, it's pushing our
It's
air.
rotating. How is it pushing it in? Have you ever spun a wet tennis ball?
Yeah, it pushes it, like flings the water out.
Right. Like, dude, like it flings it out. It doesn't keep it. It doesn't just keep it there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but it's
It
not.
It flings it out.
Yeah. I see what
So
you're
so
saying.
that even proves my point even further. So so it's spinning and it spins the gases out. So then what's keeping it together? If vacuum is nothing, right? So it should just keep on flinging it out out into space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
the
Yeah.
way I guess relativity works, if that's a possibility.
The
it's kinda
theory
like
of relativity.
You have to think of outer space like it's like a liquid, like it's not an actual barrier. So it's like You drop a little ball in there, and
Uh-huh.
it moves. That's how it's supposed to.
What? The vacuum of space?
No, like the space is this is like a pond of water. Space is just
Uh-huh.
like flat. Let's just say it's flat in that dimension.
Like the Earth.
and then Earth drops in there like a bubble, like just floats,
Uh-huh.
and it's floating around with going like a marble, just going around.
Okay, but I mean, but that disproves everything the science has told us.
No, that's relativity. That's what Einstein proved. It's like a blanket. Space is a blanket.
Is it though?
I don't know. It hasn't been out there.
I mean,
It's a
I don't
theory.
know.
It's a theory.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
We can calculate it with math. And
I don't
numbers
know.
don't lie.
I don't know. I mean, dude. I mean, what's nine? What's what was that? 9 + 10?
Huh?
What was it? Remember? What was 9 plus 9? Yeah. What's 9? Damn? Fuck it. The
9 plus
21. The 21.
What's
21.
9 + 10?
What was 9 plus
Oh, the
10?
joke.
What's 9 plus 10?
9 plus 10?
21.
The little kids
It's
say
19 and 21, right? I mean, technically, it could be 21 also. So I mean, numbers can lie. Damn, dude, I'm on a roll today, dude. I'm on a
Coffee
fucking
in, huh?
roll, dude. Fuck.
Got that blood pump.
Hey man, look, all I want you guys to do, right? You guys specifically, and you more, people that are watching, is to question it. Dude, research that shit, dude. If you have to buy a telescope, buy a fucking telescope. They're only like fucking $50, dude. Look.
It's science.
Look.
I didn't go to science school. To get that answer,
You don't
gotta
have
ask,
to.
You gotta ask somebody who studies that. Studies.
Didn't y'all research? Y'all looked on your phones, right?
Okay, it's just a little bit of information. It's not like
Yeah, it's
It should be out there though.
Oh.
It should be out there.
Okay, but there's lots of different.
Yeah, but
other
it goes
people's-
with
It's
multiple
not-
things. It goes with like gravity, and then it goes with this, and you're on gravity, and you're like you're more fixed on.
Tell me.
You're looking for like an
Tell me.
actual proof of barrier.
I'm not looking for that. I
That's-
already know.
that's-
I already know what it is.
You know.
What's the barrier?
The firmament.
The what?
The firmament.
See, we didn't even know that.
What is that?
Yeah, what's that?
Something that somebody wrote on the internet, so it's real.
Not in the internet.
Wikipedia.
God wrote it in His Word. The firmament.
Okay.
That's what's keeping us separated from the waters from above to the waters from below.
Known as the Exert or something like that.
Whatever you want to call it is the firmament.
So, are we able to escape this barrier? Or?
No, we cannot leave this bitch, dude. We can't leave.
So the robots that left, how did they do it?
Where are they?
Well, right now, supposedly in Mars.
Is-
Voyager 1, Voyager 2 are
They're
in
Mars
inner
and
space.
Voyager.
Oh, they're fake.
It never happened.
They never happened.
But what did they send photos back?
Have you seen these photos from Mars? Remember? Hey, you remember?
Yeah.
Dude,
The video?
Dude, I showed them at work. Dude, man, I'm like, this is me, bro. This is how I am everywhere. I was talking to them at work, and I showed them pictures from Mars, dude. It looked, Jalen, yes or no? It looked like Afghanistan. It looked like fucking Afghanistan,
It's
dude.
like a desert.
With a red filter. I was like, dude, look at this shit. There were fucking photos from Mars, dude, from that rover. It's all fucking fake. You're telling me that another planet, listen to this, dude, another planet looks like Afghanistan, a desert that we have here? Come on, dude. That shit look, nah, dude, it should look totally different, dude.
How
It
should
should
it
look
look?
totally
How should it
different.
look? Like,
It's another planet, dude. Millions of miles away. Right? If you drive to Mexico, that shit looks different, right? Remember we were in Hawaii? I never seen shit like that in my life, dude. Fucking, dude, it was beautiful. You know, the mountains, I never seen. You're in another planet and it looks like the desert in Afghanistan. Dude, give me a break, bro. Anybody who believes that is a
Man, it
fucking
could've just been
joke.
a certain part of it. It's a whole
Dude,
planet.
we looked at all the photos from there. It all looked the
You act
same.
like it showed the whole entire planet. It just showed one small portion of where.
Well,
it
whatever
was.
it showed us, you know, it was. They probably went to Afghanistan and hey, let's photo shoot for the Mars pictures, guys. You know what I mean?
And they're probably being selective of which pictures we saw too.
Why are you defending them? man. Why are you coming to a bitch's defense,
Giving
dude?
you other.
Nah, man. I want you to
Different
hop on
ways of
this shit,
thinking.
man. Dude, I thought about this all my life. Like, I used to be like, yeah, all the
that's it?
time.
So as soon as
Show
we go
him,
out
show him
of the
that
fucking,
shit. Show him that shit. That's the truth right there, dude.
Your dumbass flat Earth dome.
That's the truth right there.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Firmament.
The firmament. The firmament. You never heard of that before? The
So that
firmament.
would
So
be.
then when we go up there, why can't we see God? Why isn't he up there?
Because God, his throne is above the firmament. We can't cross that in a physical
Yeah,
plane.
we're not able to cross it because it's
Right
in a
now.
different dimension.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can't
Y'all
cross
laughing,
that
y'all
path.
man. Y'all laughing, man.
I would believe that's true if it's a different dimension.
It is, and you're right. You're right. It's a different dimension which even Satan. I could be wrong.
It is at the bottom.
But no. But Satan, I think he has access to that dimension a little bit because he goes and asks God sometimes for like permission and shit. No. It's written. It's written.
Chest and check your.
You know what I'm saying? Have you? No, it's true, man. Y'all laughing, keep laughing, dude. It's all
I haven't
good.
heard.
Hey, it's y'all's life and steak, dude. I'm good, dude. I'm here. Look, watch. I'm here fucking dripping coffee, dude. Look, I'm good, bro.
Are you drinking coffee?
I'm worried about y'all. Listen,
It's just your mind thinking you drink.
no. It's real coffee. Watch.
That look like chocolate milk.
That was like tea.
It's another dimension, dude, and we can't cross it. Like that firmament. People saying, science is saying that, oh, we're going over here, guys. It's because of people like him could be like, oh, there's hope, right? You believe in science? That's what I mean. There's hope. You know, we're gonna colonize Mars. We're gonna colonize, and it's all bullshit. You know why? Because the word, and I'm gonna say it, the word of God says that God's gonna come back like a thief in the night, right? He's gonna come back when he returns. He's gonna be like a thief in the night. Which means, and he says to be prepared.
So then what's his outcome?
Huh?
What's his outcome then?
Whose outcome? To be ready. To prepare yourself. To not believe all this bullshit. Like, look, right now, dude, there's some scholars that believe that we're in the end of times, dude. Right? Based on what the shit that's been happening.
Yeah, they keep saying that.
No. I mean, dude, it takes time. It's not just gonna be like from one day to another.
It could happen.
People believe we're in the end of times. Correct.
Fucking.
If you tell the public, oh, we just landed on Mars, we're just gonna start building a condo in the moon, right? And then people are gonna think, oh, we still have plenty of time. But in reality, dude, this bitch is about to end, bro. This bitch is about to end, and God's gonna come back, and dude, like a thief in the night, says, be ready, be vigilant. I'm vigilant,
So he's
dude.
gonna come try to rob me, and I'm gonna be ready with my gun.
I love you so much, man. You're
So
so
on the
gorgeous.
firmament, on that
You're so
firmament,
gorgeous. You're so
Yeah.
beautiful, man.
Where is Mars?
It's gonna come to you one day. Well, you'll see. What do you mean we're smart?
On the firmament, like where's Mars? Is it like another level before you get to a second barrier? I guess.
So anything outside the sun and okay, this is according to flat Earth. I kind of, if I had to put my money on it, it would be on the flat Earth model, right? I'm not saying I'm a full believer because I don't know. The things that are inside the firmament is just the sun and the moon, right? The sun and the moon are rotating. Anything outside is like the stars. And what I could be wrong, but I think me and Kendall were talking about this, is that the stars were actually like angels, dude, and they shine really bright. So that's where the other planets are. It's outside in the firmament, which we can't go there until we die. Like once we die, we're gonna have access to that dimension, which we can't right now.
So when I die, I have to go to Mars.
Technically, yeah.
No, but Mars is technically inside the firmament.
No, outside.
But that outside is a different dimension.
Right, and that's where Mars is.
heaven at.
So our satellites are in the firmament.
They're inside the
They're
firmament.
inside.
Uh huh.
They're in it. Like in between it.
Yeah. They're not in the firmament, but like before the firmament.
So the firmament actually doesn't start till you get to the end of the universe.
Right. Have you ever seen
And
Truman
what's
Show?
holding that?
The firmament?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Gravity.
Show 'em. Show 'em.
It's a very old. I'm telling you, it's kind of like
You really want to know what's holding it? The word of God says there's the pillars of the world. So there's like pillars holding that shit down.
Not a big man holding the globe.
No. That's the lottery. That's the lottery. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you. Damn, see, it's mesmerizing, right? I'm telling you, man. How I started, dude. A fucking coworker came up to me with that bullshit. I'm like, you're stupid, dude. There's plenty. A long time ago, you weren't even working. Bryson, it's like 4 years ago. He's like, dude, flat Earth, and I'm like, you're retarded, man. Like, no, there's plenty of evidence, right? So I tried to disprove him, dude, and I got sucked into it. Man. And once you go flat, you never go back.
Yeah, you can just say, like I said, you can scientifically prove it and just say it's a different dimension. There's the ghost dimension, the God dimension, time dimension.
Well, time doesn't exist. It was just created. So us slaves can work.
In one dimension, time exists. Another dimension, it does not.
God, now I see why y'all cousins, man. Y'all like, dude. Now I see why y'all cousins. Y'all
multiverse.
Y'all like to believe in all these fantasy shit, dude.
Well, multiverse,
and that's fine. That's fine.
It's you can believe it. It could be like, hey, this is a
Because we're
purgatory per se. And
that's a Catholic thing. It's not backed up by anything in the Bible.
We don't. This technically, physically, this could be hell. And then once judgment day comes, whenever you die, then you may ascend to heaven or you stay.
Which is another dimension.
In a different dimension.
Yeah, you're right. If it makes you feel better, yes, that's gonna be another dimension. Yeah. And I don't know. This is according to some scholars, like, because the word says that you are gonna ascend and be like God, so you're gonna have those powers to travel around the universe, man. I'm telling you, dude. Like Goku that travels to planets and shit. I'm not saying this
instant transmission.
Hey, I'd rather just have a Skyline, dude. I'll drive my Skyline in heaven. To a turbo, dude. You know what I'm saying, dude? You can do all of that, dude, if you believe. You're gonna have those powers, man. You're gonna have those powers that you wanted to have. You know?
When?
After you die. But you gotta believe in Christ.
So I'll have the power to beat up God.
Dude, I knew this shit was coming. Dude, I knew this shit was coming. Oh man, I was just waiting for it. But yeah, that's it, man. What's the time, dude? I feel like it's
107.
107. Ah, shit, I thought it was like 2 hours. It's whatever,
I
man.
can't find anything with it talking about Mars or
Planets
or other planets.
No, they're real. They're real. I'm not saying they're fake.
It's a planet.
It's something.
It'll be
It's
like
something for sure.
Orbiting our star,
like
known
space.
as the sun.
I thought it was a supernova.
Like I saw it today on Lion King.
No, a supernova is when
Timon says.
I think that's when the sun blows up.
They're fireflies stuck in the sky. Those are what the stars are.
They went up too high.
And they got stuck. So
Fireflies?
Yeah.
Hey,
What a silly line.
Those are the stories back in the day when people couldn't answer their own questions. They made stories and it was fireflies that went up high in the sky and they're there.
I've never heard that in my life. I've seen The Lion King plenty of times. I don't remember that.
Timon.
When they're laying in the grass, looking up at the stars.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I mean, I remember that. I remember that scene. I remember that saying. Though.
Yeah, no, it's just when they were talking.
Oh, those times just.
And I saw The Lion King on Broadway, dude, in New York. Hey, yeah, that shit, dude. I cried, bro.
What?
I cried.
That's pretty cool.
Let me tell you. Let me explain before y'all think I'm a fucking
So can cry.
pansy.
Too late.
Why? Check this out. Check this out. My grandma, when we were little, she used to play The Lion King for us. Every weekend we went to her house, dude. Lion King, right? So when I went and saw her live, and I started crying, dude. I was tearing up.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck.
Brought back
dude.
memories.
It's the sir. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna sing. But yeah, dude. So what's up? Y'all want to keep on going or what?
The coffee kicking in.
I'm gonna stop it.
Like and subscribe.
This is the end of this session.
Like and
Start
subscribe.
off with
Leave a comment.
Fixed Space and to Matrix. robots, and then we went back to space.